You like to customize your ship so that it has the best components? Well, in this video, I'll share a build with you, show you exactly where to go buy everything, and then finally, we'll do a combat mission to test everything out. But first, let's take a look at the build. For my build here, I'm just going to use Urkel. For our weapons, these come with the ship. You can't really switch them out except with the other wolves weapons. But in this case, we're going to keep the laser repeaters. Moving on to shields, palisades, very good shields. Base HP in game at the moment, so we're going to switch our shields out for palisades, 2 of them. Moving on to our power plant, we need a very big power plant to power everything, so the Luma core is the best here. Moving on to our coolers, at the moment engineering is not in yet, so we just go with the lowest signature cooler. We only need 1 block in cooling, so the vapor block is best at the moment that you can buy. Very good, we only need 1 pip in cooling. For our quantum drive, I'm just going to leave the quantum drive stock because this is a quantum drive you can't buy anywhere. Plus it's military A grade, so super fast. One of the fastest quantum drives that you can get in game. If you want, you can probably switch it out for a stealthier quantum drive, but you'll only have 1k less signature. If you were to do that, I would just click here and switch it out with the Zephyr. It'll reduce your signature by just a little bit. You can see here 11.6. But if we go to the default one, it's about 12.9. So its signature difference not too big. I'll probably have a faster quantum drive and just do that. But always you can switch it out if you like a stealthier build. For power management, full power to weapons, thrusters, shields, and 1 pip in cooling. Now let me show you where to buy each component. If you already know, I do have timestamps so that you can jump forward to where we fight ships to see how the build performs. To buy our first component, we quickly want to open our Mobi here. Then we want to route ourselves to Port Tressler. This is where we're going to buy our cooler. This is also close to Microtech, where we're going to buy the rest of our components. Once you're at Port Tressler, you can quickly land and I'll show you exactly where to buy your cooler. After landing and going to the lobby, we can head over to the yellow elevators. Just run forward and make a left. Once you see the clinic, you can just make another left here. And here is the elevators. Let's head over to the Galleria. Once at the Galleria here, we can just go to Platinum Bay to buy our cooler. Let's use the terminal. Here we can buy 1 vapor block. We don't need any more, just 1. After buying it, you can hit F1, go to vehicles, select your wolf. Under systems, you can equip your 1 cooler. Make sure that your second cooler is empty. Unequip this in order to save more power. Now that you have everything set up here, let's go buy our shields and the rest of our things. In order to buy our next components, we're just gonna type in New Babbage. It's pretty close to where we bought our other components, but this time around we're gonna go to the city. So I'm just gonna route myself there and head over to the spaceport. Once at New Babbage, you can find the spaceport close to the mountain. It will also have flashing lights if it's dark, so just look out for it. Here we go, we managed to land. Let's head over to the spaceport and I'll show you exactly how to navigate the city. Once at the spaceport, we want to head over to the metro loop. In order to do this, just gonna run forward here. You'll find some stairs that go down. Just head down all the way. Make sure you go through customs, keep going. When you keep running, you'll find these elevators. Let's take it to the train station. Once here, we want to go out, make a left. Once you see these signage, we want to take the right train here. We will need to wait for it just a little bit here. So just take a look at the timer, and once the train arrives, you can get inside and head over. Here we go, our train is here, get on board. Here we go. Once you see the sign here, the comments, you know that we are here. Let's go to the left here. Here you can see the comments again. Run up the steps. Once up the steps, we want to make another left. Keep going, just run up it all the way up. Quite a bit of steps though. Keep going. Once you see these people working out, we want to make a right and go to the plaza. The plaza is where all the shops are located, including the component shop. So we're just going to run forward here. Here you will see Omega Pro. Just follow the sign. Eventually you'll reach this doorway. keep going, and here is the shop. It's orange. Just head inside. Once inside, we want to head over to this terminal. So use. Here we want to buy 2 shields, so buy 2 palisades, and we also want to upgrade our power plant by buying 1 Luma core. Once you've bought everything, you can customize your ship by hitting F1, going to vehicles, selecting your wolf, choosing systems. Now you can go to your power plant, upgrade your power plant to Luma core, plus your shields you can upgrade to palisades, and that's basically the complete build. Now that you know the build, let's go do a combat test. For our combat mission to test out the ship, I'm just going to do combat gauntlet scenario 6. This will spawn 2 gladiuses and a constellation, so 2 small ships and a bigger one, a very good test to see how the build performs. We're at our target location here. Before we do anything, let's set our flare count by right alt and pressing H. You need about 6 flares to flare missiles off, so let's engage our targets now. Here we go. We finally got our targets here. I'm first going to take out the gladiuses, and then we can deal with the constellation. The constellation do have quite a few turrets. It seems like one gladius might have rammed the thing there, the asteroid, but at least we still got one left. Hopefully the constellation stays so that we can fight it. You can see the constellation is probably already on the way. There's the missiles coming now. Managed to flare it off though, so that's very nice. See if I can kill this thing before the constellation ruins me. Try my best here to save my shields somewhat. Nice. Almost blacked out there though. I'm not the best at managing blackouts, but I'm still learning it. Here's the constellation now. Let's see if we can at least get some of the shields down before we get a little bit closer. Quite the bigger ship. Let's see if I can get out of the bigger guns. Try and sit on the belly here with a boost just to get into position, but it does have quite a few turrets, so we need to be careful. See, they're ruining us at the moment, but I'm gonna backstrafe, upstrafe a little bit here just to get some of my shields back. Should be pretty decent now. Once I've got everything back, I'll go in again, just so that I can apply some decent damage to the back here. Some of the spots is invulnerable, so be careful not to shoot the cargo hold, since it can be quite invulnerable sometimes. I'm gonna try and sit on top of it again, so that only one turret shoots me. And as soon as my shields go down, I'm gonna back off again. I can shoot the turret, but then I need to take off the front shield as well. So I'm just waiting here. Unfortunately, that other gladius did run into the asteroid, but we could have probably handled it just like the other one. Backing off, strafing up, adding a bit of roll so that I can get my shields back. Once about 1.5k is out, I can just sit here, strafing up and rolling. Let's go back in again. We've got some of our shields back. Constantly shooting because bigger ships, their shields can regenerate, and there we go. Not too bad. If you found this wolf build helpful, then make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing for more videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.